Hi guys, EBPMAN with Tablets for Me, and today we're going to do an unboxing review of the BP1001 Bluetooth speaker from Inateck. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's inside. First thing what you'll find is, again, this little cover with our speaker, and we'll review the speaker in a couple minutes. You have also, it looks some instruction and information guides. You have a audio jack cable. Underneath here you'll also find a micro USB cable. It does not come with a power charger or charging brick that you can connect the actual USB cable to, so you'll use your PC to charge. So once again, what you'll find in the box is your speaker, your micro USB charger, an audio jack, and then here we have some instructional information that goes with our speaker. Let's take a look and see what's special about this portable speaker. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the wireless Bluetooth speaker that we have here. And once again, this speaker is from Inateck, and this specific model is the BP1001. And it's also known as the 1001W because obviously it's the white speaker. And you may be asking yourself, like, why would I consider having a speaker of this size? Because this is a very small speaker. And one of the things that you should consider, and as you think about nowadays or during this period of time, you may have a lot of your friends or family, or even yourself, you're on your way maybe to college, and this is a great little speaker to have in a dorm because it doesn't really take up a lot of space. Or if you're traveling or going on a business trip and you like to listen to music, or some of us like listening to that special music for sleeping. So if you have a sleeping disorder, or you just like listening to some tunes when you're sleeping, you don't want something that's really loud, this is a great little speaker that's going to support that. The speaker does have a built-in lithium battery that will give you around 5 to 6 hours of playtime. And it is not only does it support Bluetooth, but as we had mentioned, with the actual included audio jack, you can use this to connect directly to a tablet, to a laptop, or to a phone, and to a computer for that matter. It's pretty much anything that would support an audio jack. So Bluetooth supported, and then also you can use this cable. And if we look at the back for a second, and we just take a look at the actual speaker itself, and I'll try to make sure that this stays in focus. What you have here is your micro USB charging area. You have a mic here, and that's another thing about this speaker. This speaker could be used as a speakerphone. So as it connects to your phone via Bluetooth, you can use it as a speakerphone when taking a call. You also then, here is your audio port, and then you have a multi-function button here. This multi-function button allows you to raise and lower the volume of the speaker, but it also allows you to accept calls. So by simply pressing in, you will be able to accept the call. Again, all you do is if the phone starts to ring, you can either accept it on the phone, or what you do is you press the button here inwards, and it's going to answer the call. Now, obviously this is a really small speaker, as you can see here, so it is not intended to have a huge bass or huge sound out of it, but it is a 3-watt speaker, and I can tell you that I've been pretty impressed with the quality of music, and I'd say it's almost distortion free. I'll say almost distortion free. I tried it with a couple tracks, and I'm going to play it in a couple seconds in this recording so that you can hear it. And I'm going to play the actual music full blast. And I can tell you it's very hard to determine or to hear any kind of distortion coming out of the speaker, even at full blast. But once again, it's a 3-watt speaker, so it's not going to be one of those super duper loud bass beating type speakers that you see there. But for the price, for the size, and for the convenience, I think it's a good option for those of you that are considering something to take on trips, or if you're going to college. So it also is very lightweight. We're talking about 130 grams, so really doesn't it really doesn't weigh that much. And as I had mentioned before, it does have a chargeable battery. It's a 500 milliamp hour battery, so it's going to last, as I said, 5 to 6 hours. It does support Bluetooth 2.0 and something called EDR, which is really going to give you that ability to, to answer phone calls and whatnot. From a size perspective, it's pretty small. So you're looking at around 75 millimeters by 75 millimeters, then by 62.5 millimeters. Very, very small speaker, as I said, and you'll see it once I put it next to my phone. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and connect it to the phone. And what I'll do is I'll use first what I'll do is I'll go ahead and use the audio cable, and I'll also use Bluetooth so that you can see the difference. It sounds really nice. So before we actually start it up, what I'll do is I'll power it on, and here in the bottom you have the actual power button. You notice you have these 4 little rubber feet that are going to keep your speaker in place. So we'll go ahead and flip it on. And when we flip it on, immediately it's going to try to connect and find a Bluetooth signal. I haven't paired this yet, so it's going to blink a little bit and then it'll stop as it did there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in. Okay, so we got some audio feedback letting us know that it was plugged in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the mic so that we can actually pick up the sound. And I'm going to plug it into my Samsung Galaxy S5. And to give you a sense of size, let's put the S5 right next to it. So you can see how big this is. Not really that big. If you see from a width perspective, that gives you a sense that it is a little wide, but again, it's a speaker. But from a height perspective, you'll see that that thing is pretty short. So let me plug it into my S5, and then we'll hear some music just in a second. All right, so I took off my mic, and we're going to hear what the speaker sounds like. I'm going to preview. I'm going to use some open source music or non-copyrighted music that will give you a sense with some beats and some treble, just so you can hear how the speaker sounds. So let's go through this preview, and we'll go ahead just once. And I'm going to raise the volume. We'll make sure it's full blast. Oops. So that's, you'll notice how clear the actual highs there come through. And again, I can't really discern that there's any, I couldn't really discern that there was any disruption there. So I'm going to try a different type of music, just to give you another flavor. And again, it's a 3-watt speaker. Alright, and let me try something that has more of a Caribbean type beat so that you can see that. And again, that's full blast from my phone, full blast, and the speaker at full blast. Move this up. So as you can see, all in all, it's a really powerful little speaker, and I said it was very hard for me at full blast to really perceive any kind of distortion coming out of the speaker, and that was connected via the actual aux cable. So again, really looking at as close as I can to a pure connection without any kind of what I would call noise or anything that has to be translated through a Bluetooth signal, so you can see how powerful the speaker is. Let's go ahead and connect it via now Bluetooth so you can see how that works. So to connect via Bluetooth, you notice that I have it's searching for a Bluetooth connection, and it's not seeing one, so it's actually flashing. You can see how it's flashing right then and there. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take my phone, and you're going to connect this as you would any Bluetooth device. All I'm going to do is search for a Bluetooth device that is ready for pairing, and then just choose that, and it's going to connect. So we're going to give it a second. Doing that on my phone right now. So you'll be able to see right there where it actually connected. So again, it's the Inateck BP1001, and it's noticed that it's doing both phone and audio.
right? Or phone and media, which means I'm going to be able to accept calls through the actual speaker. Now, the test that we did a couple seconds ago, I'm not going to repeat it with every single song, but I'm just going to show you just one song so that we can hear how that sounds, even through Bluetooth. So I'll just do the one that we did right here in the middle. So I'm going to just do accept it. Raise the volume on Bluetooth. Make sure we're full blast here. Okay, that's full blast. So as you can see, very, very impressive little speaker from a sound quality perspective. Really couldn't perceive any kind of distortion. And again, it's a great value for something that's so portable, something that's rechargeable, and something that has the kind of sound quality that you saw right there. Remember, it is a 3-watt speaker, so not a 50-watt. I know that we've reviewed the Beats on this channel before. We looked at even the Ion Rocker, which is 50 watts, which gets a lot louder. So this is not intended to rock the house, but it is intended to give you something that's portable, something that's loud, something that's going to give you some good quality, and something that's going to give you 5 to 6 hours of battery life. So I'll put a link for this product, both the manufacturer's website and the Amazon link. And once again, if you have any comments or questions or have any experience with this product, leave it on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Thanks for watching.